This first poem is about hanging out around Clifton. It's called You Have Been Materialized. Energy drinks to those who can afford them, and don't forget to support your favorite college logo. Some say a keen secret or slogan should be something while something bees. Yeah, I know, it sounds old English, like Shakespeare or some other dead great, but it's not. It's a market study. It's a test. It's coded and cryptic. It's designed to make you feel stupid, to make you feel vulnerable, to make you ask questions, to be needy, to feel alone. Reliance. They got you, right where they want you, on the bottom. They fooled you with the slogan. Independence is just a name on a page, a place on a map, an old idea that dies hard. It's better to shop, and it shows in your eyes. It shows in your lies, and it shows the way you lie. Here's another poem about Clifton. Some night, a long time ago, a guy wanted a beer of mine. And I have no problem in sharing, but the last beer out of a 12-pack is always mine. And this is about that night. It's called The Hook. There once was this guy I know that politely told this other guy, whose name was that of a menu item from a regional eatery. He wanted a beer, simple enough, and that's okay, because to want a beer is to be my ally. But to want my last beer is to be mine enemy, so he was denied. The matter was pushed past the point of coming back, pushed off a cliff screaming the whole way down. Words were exchanged. Intense words, passionate words. When I say passionate words, I mean cuss words. Threatening words, and a hook came out. I had to pull a switchblade on the guy. And it was a gutsy move. But what is to be done will be done when it comes to a trooper's last beer. Luckily, no blood was spilled, and more luckily, no beer was spilled either. That hook is my ally. This next poem, it's about where everyone works. And it means something more to me now because I had to go to the Children's Museum down in Union Terminal with my wife for a psychology paper she's writing. And we had to pronounce ourselves as being without children because they think you're a pedophile if you go there. And I found that to be really, really weird. And the way they look at you when you don't have a kid and you're walking around with a notebook writing notes down, it's just really odd. But what really upset me was inside this children's museum, they have all these things there's a guise about learning. Has anyone ever been to that children's museum? Yeah. It's learning, learning, learning. But I had just went from work to there, and it seemed like a factory, because they had all these little things for children to do. And, children, it had a little town set up where kids had to go and do things that adults do. And they were all working on something, putting balls in tubes and watching them go fill up something. It was like workstations in a factory. I wrote this poem about the factory that I work in. And from a few of my friends that do work in a factory, it really hit home to them. So this is just called simply enough the factory. Everything, all together, it makes a loud roar. The roar of the factory. The factory is a loud beast. A beast of consumption. A beast of manipulation. A beast of dependence. This beast, the factory, is never satisfied, never content, never complete. It consumes lives, it consumes material. The factory's contemptuous hunger always persists, as always. Skylines become choked with the breath of the beast, and all one can do is smile, as if to show all the factory's products, all of its output, a sign of loyalty, a sign of approval. Because some days you run the machines, and other days the machines run you. Because it's not enough to watch the trends, you have to be the trends. Because the bells and whistles tell you where to be, and the handbook tells you how to be. Because they have come for your last thought, and you gave it to them without resistance.